Why, hello, my Mercurial mercenaries. I almost said venereal mercenaries then. That would have been a faux pas. Thank God that VR didn't exist in my childhood. VR, virtual reality, the lawnmower man and all that. I am a latecomer to these things. You guys out there probably experienced VR many times in your life over the last couple of years. And you're thinking, Mercurial number 6, you are so late on the gravy train. It's not the gravy train. That's the wrong phrase. You're probably thinking, you're so late, you're so behind the times. Let's get more with it, man. But the other day, I experienced virtual reality. I experienced it on the PS4. And I was kind of cajoled into doing it. I don't like experiencing new things. I like to bask in my own bubble, my own little white rover. And I was cajoled into it. I thought, how good is this going to be? I've read about PlayStation VR. I've read about it. I've read about VR in general, but never experienced it. And I didn't have high hopes. I admit to you, I didn't have high hopes. I didn't even sing a song entitled High Hopes while I was having no high hopes. I just had, what's the opposite of high hopes? I had low hopes, low expectations. It's the book that Dickens wanted to write, but just fell short. Oh. Low expectations, zero expectations. I put on the big clunky VR headset, put in the headphones, and I played a game which anyone out there who's experienced this will know straight away. Batman, the Batman game, whatever it is, the Batman game, the PS4 VR Batman game. And I don't know if you guys had the same experience as me, but holy hell, you're really there. I know I sound like I say, I sound like a newbie. Oh, I can't hear me, it's a newbie. Oh. I do sound like a newbie, but I was standing there, and once you're there for a while, this is the main thing I found. Once you're standing in the environment for a while, you're there. You completely forget that you're just standing in someone's living room and there's people all around you. Because I put the headset on, the earphones, and for those of you that have never experienced it, I want to kind of convey it. I'm standing on the edge of a building, like a skyscraper in Gotham City, and I can look up and I can look at the clouds and I can look down and I'm scared of heights, all right? But you're standing on the edge of this skyscraper looking down, and I'm genuinely thinking, well, and there was a point where I hurt my foot because I kind of stumbled a little bit and I thought, oh, I'm going to fall, like that. And I wasn't wearing any shoes because I was in someone else's house, and I kind of nearly broke my toe by doing that because I thought I was going to fall off the edge of his skyscraper. And of course, I'm there, and you forget that there's people just sitting just around you, watching this middle-aged bloke standing in a room with a stupid headset on, going, oh. And even the wonderment, when you're looking around going, oh, holy shit. You can look around, you can look behind you, you can look up, there's just clouds, there's sky, there's the whole environment. You're actually there. You're there. I never experienced this before, but you're there. And you're standing in someone's room and they're watching you, and they're watching you do this. Oh, ah, ha, ha. It's all a little strange. It's all a little strange. And you've got these things in your hand, the PlayStation, what do you call them, Move controllers. And as Batman, you can get your grappling hook out of your thing, and you can get this torch thing, and you can do things, and you can manipulate the environment and that, and you're there, and it's a wonder. And the youth of today, because I always get onto a bit of a moan with these things, the youth of today don't know how good they've got it. They can basically be Batman in Gotham, and it's for real, and they're living through this. This is their computer gaming. This is their technology. I came from an era where I think virtual reality would have been dangerous. And I kind of thank God I didn't have VR when I was a kid, because My two favourite games as a kid, right? Pac-Man. Game number one, Pac-Man. Pac-Man is virtual reality, right? So I'm a kid now, little Mercurial number 6. Put my headset on, and I'm now Pac-Man. And I'm in a maze, and there's these ghosts. And ghosts are chasing me, and the ghosts, the ghosts are the same size as Pac-Man. So these ghosts are 6 foot tall. Great big 6 foot tall coloured ghosts. Pink and blue and whatever, inky, pinky, blinky, dinky, chinky, not chinky, pinky, dinky, finky, flinky, sinky, winky. Was winky, not winky either. You know who I'm on about. Blinky, pinky, inky and Clyde. Clyde. I bet you it's Clyde. Look it up. If I remember that, and I don't do any research on this channel, then I need you to pat me on the back if one of the ghosts is called Clyde. But they're 6 foot tall. They're the same size as you. So I'm in this maze now, little Mercurial number 6, and I'm walking around this maze, and this 6 foot ghost coming towards me. That would scare the shit out of me, but worse than that, my mercenaries. If I eat one of those flashing power pills, and I'm in virtual reality, I'm actually there in this maze, I'm Pac-Man. Partridge would say, I'm Batman, but I would say, I'm Pac-Man. When I've eaten that pill, and I'm really there, I've got to eat, for real, a 6 foot ghost. I've got to eat it. And not only that, once I've eaten one of them, I've got to track down another one and eat that one too. I've got to eat Pinky, Blinky, Dinky, Inky and Clyde. I've got to eat them. Holy hell. Imagine as a kid trying to eat a 6 foot tall ghost. Worse than that, game number 2. This game was called Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong in VR, all right? As a kid, you put your thing on. You're not in the expanse of Arkham, Gotham, whatever. You're at the bottom of big scaffolding. And you've got to climb up these ladders. But some of the ladders are broken, and you're there. And there's this gorilla at the top. You're trying to climb up to the gorilla. And he's throwing barrels down, and some of the barrels are on fire. Holy hell, this is a nightmare. This is a living nightmare. This is a living nightmare. Poor little Mercurial number 6. He just doesn't know what to do. And then next we load up the VR version of Sam Fox Strip Poker. What do you think about VR, my mercenaries? Have you experienced it? Have you played whatever versions of VR there are? The PS4 one, the Oculus Rift, whatever it's called. Anything on the PC? Have you guys experienced VR? Because although I would say I had my dose of it, and I was quite happy to take it off, I was quite happy to not stand in the room in front of people looking like a dick. I had my fill, and I'm quite happy to move back to just flat gaming. But as the first impression of VR in its infancy, I was pretty impressed. So I just wanted to know whether you were likewise impressed, or whether, because I can imagine some of you typing frantically now, whether you think it's all a load of bollocks. Let me know, my mercenaries. Someone's at the door. There's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door. Over and out!